see what it would take to reach the goal. And the grand priest said, you have to pass a very rigorous test. It's only given once a year, but it was due to be given the next week. Well, when the priest asked what the test was like, the grand priest said, well, he told them about it. All lined up, naked. They tie a bell on their penis. 3 beautiful women, one at a time, will come out stripping down to what Mother Nature gave them. And as long as your bell remains silent, you'll pass the test. So he came in, and there were 12 other priests vying for this position of grand priest. They're all ushered in a room, told to strip down, tie on their bells, and he's standing naked in the middle of the lineup, 6 on either side of him, and this exotic music starts up. First comes in a gorgeous brunette, slipping and tossing her clothes, and he starts sweating, and he glances around him, and nobody else seems moved at all. And then out comes even a lovelier woman, a blonde, tossing her lingerie at the priest as she undulated across the floor, and he's in a dead sweat now, and he feels like he's losing control. He looks around, and all the other priests seem really cool and calm and collected, and he says, get a grip, get a grip. And next comes this voluptuous, ravishing redhead, taunting them with her body, stripping down to her lovely nakedness, and he totally lost it, and his bell rang so hard it dropped to the floor and bounced for all to see. He was so embarrassed and so devastated, and he bent over to retrieve his bell, and ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, 12 other bells. On hearing that her elderly grandpa had just passed away, Katie went straight to her grandparents' house to see her 95-year-old grandma and comfort her. And when she asked how grandpa had died, her grandma said, he had a heart attack while we were making love on Sunday morning. Katie was horrified, and she told her grandmother that 2 people nearly 100 years old having sex would be asking for trouble. Oh, no, said Granny. Many years ago, realizing our advanced age, we figured out the best time to do it when the church bells would start to ring. It was just the right rhythm. Nice, slow, and even. Nothing too strenuous. Simply in on the ding, out on the dong. And then she paused and wiped the tear away and said, if that goddamn ice cream truck hadn't come along, he'd still be alive today. The guy checks in his hotel on a business trip, and he's a little lonely, so he thinks, I'm going to call one of those girls you see advertised in the phone booths when you're calling for a cab. So he looked in a phone booth near the hotel, and he found this ad for a girl. She called herself Ravanique, a lovely girl, bending over in a photo. She had all the right curves, all the right places, beautiful long wavy hair, long graceful legs. Well, you get the picture. Anyway, he copied the phone number and went back to the hotel. And in the room, he's like, I'm going to give her a call. Hello, the woman says. God, she sounded sexy. Hi, I hear you give a great massage. I'd like you to come to my room and give me one. No, wait. I got to be straight with you. I'm in town all alone. What I really want is sex. I want it hot. I want it now. Bring implements, toys, rubber, leather, whips, everything you got in your bag of tricks. We'll go hot and heavy all night. Tie me up. Cover me in chocolate syrup, whipped cream, anything you want. How does it sound? She says, well, gee, that sounds fantastic, but you've got to press 9 for an outside line. Late in the night, he regained consciousness. He found himself in agonizing pain in the hospital ICU with tubes up his nose, wires monitoring every function of his body, a gorgeous nurse hovering over him, and he realized he was in a horrible accident. She gave him a deep look straight in the eyes, and he heard her say, you may not feel anything from the waist down. And he mumbled, can I feel your tits then?
Terrible, I love it.
The woman realized she's seen and done everything, and the time's come to depart from this world. So, after considering various methods of doing away with herself, she decided to shoot herself through the heart. She didn't want to make a mistake, so she called her doctor and asked exactly where the heart was. He told her, it's 2 inches below your left nipple. So she hangs up the phone, takes careful aim, and shoots herself in her left knee. And my last last one because we're getting ready for our game. This guy's walking in a bar, and on his way, he found this girl tied to the railroad track, so he untied her and they had sex. He goes to a bar, and his friend asks why he's so late. And he tells him about the girl he found and all the different positions they screwed in. And the friends give him all high fives and ask if he got head. And he says, well, shit, I couldn't find that. Oh, that was a bad one, boys and girls.
Okay, everybody. Grab a square, everyone. It's a free-for-all. Up you go. Grab a square. There's a square over here. It's this thing. You go sit in this thing right over here. Everyone grab a square. And, of course, we also need 2 contestants. We give away an average of about 1,000 lindens every week. If you want some free money, get your ass up here and you be a contestant. Now, I forgot to get my notebooks, so while you guys get your thing together, I'm going to get my thing together, and then we'll be ready to go. I just got to find my stuff.
I don't want to see your thing. Go away.
We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more squares. Where's Thinkerer? What the heck are you doing,
here,
Think?
I'm waiting for see if anybody.
Get up there,
Other
Wiley.
people, I want other people to try it.
Oh, we want people other than us to be in the squares.
Yes, right.
Point.
And
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
do
okay.
it. You can do it. I don't know anything. You,
I was in it
you
last
don't
time.
have to know anything. You probably know something.
Yeah, you don't have to know a darn thing, because I sure don't,
just
and I'm
make
doing
up
all right.
You just make up your answer. You can't do. You
Come on,
can't
Kit, get
just
your butt up
think-
there,
think
KT.
about it. Where
I don't
else
have to
can
know
you
it.
make up an answer and be successful?
If you can't use voice, you can type
Okay, I
answers.
found everything. Nobody even sat in a contestant chair. All these people here. All these people here, and no one's sitting in a contestant chair. What is wrong with you?
I don't have to know.
Come on, man. And we still got...
There's
I expected to be ready to go by the time I found my coins.
I know.
I guess she's gonna take a seat.
Ooh, coin.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yay!
Up you go.
They're flying up in there. Yay!
We still got 4 more. We got 4. No, we got 3. 3 more. Oh, we have a
you got
contestant.
contestants now.
We got contestants. Oh my goodness.
Later,
We got
get one.
Ryven Gren. Hi, Ryven. Ryven Gren. And to my left, we have Blythe.
There's a
Blythe
VT.
Binder. Okay, welcome to the show. Now we just got to
was
give
it
a
the last
little
one?
more chance to fill 3
Come on,
empty
VT.
squares. We need 3 more squares. And by the way, if you want to play and you
Amaretta.
never have before, you don't need to know the rules. If you want to be a square, all you have to do is sit there, and when we call on you, you just answer a simple trivia question. You'll be
wording.
given
If you wanna
multiple
be a
choices, so
square.
don't worry if you don't know the answer.
Love
Or
that wording.
if you don't know the answer from the multiple choices, lie. Lie your ass off.
Make up an
Nico,
answer.
you've never been
Make
in
up an
this.
answer.
Come on, Nico.
You're free to
give
lie.
us
We
some.
encourage people to lie. It makes the game interesting.
No,
like
no,
this
no.
one.
Yeah,
we
act like
can't
you're
teach
smart.
them. We want them to
Yeah.
Hey,
This is
come
an
on up.
opportunity to kind of pretend that you know what you're talking about.
You can fill me back.
And we
Nico,
love
all you gotta
giving
do is
new
go
people
behind
a
that thing and
chance.
sit
We
down. in one
always,
of
we
those
love
seats.
the, so no matter how little your experience is, it doesn't matter. We love new people. And
So
we
we
got
can
2
lie?
brand new contestants here, and
Oh,
I'm so
yes,
glad
you
to
can
see
lie.
them.
It's okay if we like. Okay, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Thank you, Nico. Who else? Come
all right,
on.
2 more. Just 2 more. And we
2
got such
more.
a big room full of people.
2 more what?
Come
We got a room
on.
full of people.
Silky,
Come on,
get
somebody
your
else
butt up
wants to
there,
play.
Silky.
Come
Come on with your
on.
little ponytails. Get in a
We do this every
square.
week. How
Got it.
Miklaya. Miklaya, maybe you want to be a square,
Never
huh?
really.
And,
Randy's
and by the
been there.
way, if you're not in voice, that's okay. You can give your answers, whether you're a contestant or a square, you can give your answers in type.
That's
Heard
right.
that.
You're
people,
perfectly
if
welcome to
you are
do
a
so.
square-
Hold on, let me center
BT's getting
myself a
up,
little
that's
better
good.
here.
Tell you, it's hip to be squares.
Yeah.
Pearly, you can go up in one.
So you can be, oh wait,
Oh,
we got
Pearly.
somebody here who's
No
VT.
rigor.
VT, get up there, VT. There we go, VT's up there.
We got VT.
VT, we just got 1 more and we're ready to go.
Where's
Just
our
1
waiter
more.
at?
Come on. Amaretta,
Just
get your
one more.
butt up there with
I want one
VT.
of
Who
them
wants
iced
to be a
teas from Long
square?
Island.
Okay, I'm
There's-
gonna
we
take that one then.
Are you going to take that one, Think? Okay.
Yeah.
Yay,
Now,
Think.
Think was deliberately
Think.
holding back because we like to give new people a chance.
That's why I'm
You know,
waiting.
Yep, that's why
I'm
Think was waiting. So, so as soon as Think gets himself a seat, we'll be ready to go. You might want to stand
Yay.
up for. Oh no, he just went right in. Okay, we're ready to go. Welcome everybody to a brand new show of Second Life Squares. Yay! 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 Okay, now since Ryven Wren is on my right, Ryven, you get to call. Ryven, you get to call heads or tails to see who goes first. Heads, she says. Heads it is. Can everybody hear that? That's me. And it's heads.
That was late.
You get to go first, Ryven. Who do you want first for the Hollywood Squares?
There's a secret square, but it's never the center square.
Oh, right. I forgot to mention. No. There is a secret square. The secret square is worth 250 linden. The secret square is never the center square. That's the rule.
Get the answer right. I mean, yes, you have to get.
Yeah, you have to get the answer right, and you win. And who did you pick? You picked Elves? Is there somebody up there named Elves?
No, that's Randy.
Oh, that was Randy. Okay. Ryven, Randy in the center square. There we go. Randy. Okay, Randy. Just a sec. I just need to write down a few things because I have to keep track of my stuff.
Jet
I have to pick the center square, and of course I have to keep track of our contestants. Okay, Randy. Now I got a question for you, and it is, hold on, where's my, oh, I put my camera in the wrong place. There we go. Now, Randy, do you remember that the Rolling Stones made a song called Let's Spend the Night Together? Did you ever hear that song? Let's Spend the Night Together. They wrote it way back in the 1960s. Of course he's heard it. Now,
Spend the night together.
yes, it was Let's Spend the Night Together. Now, the song was considered to be way too racy for regular television. The first time they played it on TV, they were asked, will you please change the lyrics to Let's Spend Some Time Together? Which TV show asked them to do this? Was it Johnny Carson, the Smothers Brothers, they had a variety hour, or Ed Sullivan? You say, Randy says Ed Sullivan. Okay, now, Ryven, we ask you, do you think Randy is right or is he wrong?
Easy.
Was it Ed Sullivan? Randy is right, and he is right. It was Ed Sullivan. X gets the square. Yay! X gets the square. All right.
Ed Sullivan was such
Now,
a
it
fool.
goes to you, Blythe. Who did you want next?
Kirsten, please.
Kirsten. All right, Kirsten. Woo! Kirsten. Secret Square. Oh, I love you. You know, you're not the Secret Square, sorry, but you know what? You probably will get your chance to be one before the night is through. Give it a shot. Give it a chance. All right, now, Kirsten, you know Mr. T, of course, the man who was made famous. All right, man made famous by Rocky III. He used to be well known back in the 80s. He always wore gold chains around his neck, right?
Yes.
Right, remember, he used to do that all the time. Now I'm going to ask you, why did he start wearing gold chains around his neck? And it was one of three reasons. One, it was a symbol of chains used by his ancestors, or it was to show off how tough he was, as no one would dare rob him, or when he was a bouncer in a nightclub, he wore lost chains around his neck, and someone would find him to get their chains back. He was a walking lost and found.
Yeah, that is a true story. The last one, he was walking lost and found.
Okay, Kirsten says
I love
he's
B.A. Baracus. I love that show.
Okay. Kirsten says lost and found. Is she right or is she wrong?
I think she's right.
She's absolutely right. He was a walking lost and found. Circle gets a square. Isn't that a funny story? I love that story.
Mickey, oh, man, he killed Mickey.
I pay you, fool. Okay, Ryven. Now, it goes back to you. It's another question about Mr. T. He used to wear gold chains around his neck, but he stopped. Why did he stop wearing gold chains around his neck? Was it because he felt it was...
person.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. What am I doing? I've been drinking. Sorry about that, Ryven. Why am I asking you the question? See, I have to be sort of steered in the right direction by the veterans in this place, because lots of times my brain sort of short circuits. Okay, so Ryven, who did you want next? Jin, bottom center.
Gish.
Gish, bottom center. Gish. Okay, Gish. Gish. Hi, Kit. Hello. I know. Okay, now, question to you it was meant to go to. It was about Mr. T stop wearing gold chains. I was going to ask you, why did he stop wearing gold chains? Okay, and it's one of these reasons. He felt it was disrespectful to people in poverty, or someone robbed him at gunpoint, or the chains were giving him back problems, or all the people showed up at Lost and Found and got their chains back.
Dear. Well, it won't be the fourth one because I met him with all those chains on his neck once.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to say the third one.
The third one, the chains were giving him back problems.
No, yeah, back problems. Yeah.
Back problems. Okay, because
He's
those
wearing a
chains
white-
are heavy. Those chains are
No,
heavy.
it was actually probably because Snickers made him stop wearing them for the advertisements. No, I think.
Okay,
I think
Ryven. Is she right or is she wrong?
No.
Not right. Yeah, actually, he felt it was disrespectful to people in poverty. Circle gets a square.
Good for him. Good for him.
Circle gets a square. Okay, Blythe, goes to you.
X. It would be X gets the squares. Robin's X.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, that's my drinking cutting in again. All right.
You know, I saw him. He will still wear chains if whoever's hiring him pays for them.
Oh, for like a
Like-
personal
like
appearance
Bob-
type thing.
Yeah, like models do with jewelry at the red carpets and shit. So
Yeah.
he'll wear them and then give them back, but he
Okay.
quit buying them himself.
Yeah,
Just
that
throw
makes
that
sense.
in for the fuck of it.
Okay. So, Blythe, who did you want next?
BT to block, please.
VT for the blog goes to you, VT. Hiya, VT.
Hiya.
Hello. Okay, now goes to you. This is a simple true or false question. All right?
Yeah.
If you touch a baby bird, it will cause the mother to abandon them.
True.
You say true. Oh, VT says true. Do you think VT's right or VT's wrong?
I used to raise chickens.
I agree.
Actually, it's false. They just came up with this recently. They said if you find a baby bird in distress, like it fell out of its nest, feel free to put it back. They will take care of it. Now, I cannot give X a square because that's for the win. I have to, Ryven has to earn it. Ryven, you want VT for the win? VT for the win, says Ryven. Goes right back to you, VT.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, VT. Now,
Yeah.
do you know the Energizer Bunny?
Yes.
Of course, the Energizer
Not-
Bunny.
not
Just keep,
personally, but,
not personally, but you're aware of what it is. Now,
yeah.
before the Energizer Bunny, there was another. Before the Energizer Bunny, there was another battery company that had a licensed trademark of a bunny. In 1980, that company accidentally let the trademark expire, and Energizer snatched it up. Who had the bunny before? Was it Rayovac, Duracell, or Eveready?
Duracell.
Russell.
You say Duracell. Okay, Duracell. Is VT right or is VT wrong? Actually, VT's right. It was Duracell. The round stays alive. Circle gets a square.
Is that because you have little beads around the shaft of your penis, Rigor?
Oh. Oh my, I don't want to know where that conversation was coming from.
That
Okay.
question kind of
Goes back
cancels
to you.
itself
Name
out.
is the rabbit.
hard rod for you.
Okay.
The rabbit.
Everready
Yeah.
owns.
Oh my gosh.
Everready owns
Okay.
Energizer.
Blythe, it
and
goes to you.
Toy.
Rayovac
Fan.
owns Duracell.
You want
Fan,
Than?
please.
There's
Hi,
Than.
Blythe.
Hello,
Hello,
Than. Hello, Than.
Blythe, do you have a rabbit?
No. I have a
hard
st-
rod.
but stuffed animals. Rabbits.
I mean the good kind.
No, I never keep rabbits as pets. I don't like,
Ben, is this like a dating game for you or something? What are you doing?
Okay.
Okay,
What
Ben.
kind of
The
sex
question.
toys do you like?
I like
Dwight?
Bachelor number 3.
I asked the questions here. Okay, Thanatos. What
Okay,
kind of
go
sex
ahead.
toy? What kind of sex toys fit best in your asshole? A pickle, the big black mamba, or a baseball bat with a nail in it?
The pickle.
Violator 3000. What he
Yeah.
wants.
Okay, never mind. Okay, let's go on
He
with the
knows
real
'cause we
question.
met up one night.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you the real question, which is, in order to be certified as bear resistant, a container needs to survive what?
What
Okay,
resistant?
Okay, in order for a container to be certified as bear resistance, it has to survive what? It goes through one of these tests. Is it a 60-minute bear attack, a 10-story drop on the concrete, being run over by a 3-ton truck, or Melissa McCartney cannot steal a sandwich from it?
Okay, that last one's just rude, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're gonna go with the bear joke, you should have gone with a hairy gay man joke.
Okay. Yeah, but not a lot of hairy gay
but,
celebrities.
Yogi King.
Could you say the
Let's
choices
go with
again?
Zach Galifianakis because he looks like a hairy bear.
Okay. Now, the choices were,
but-
again...
I
Is
would
it a-
say the pickup truck.
You say being run over by a 3-ton truck. Okay. You wanted to hear the selection again.
The first and the third. Well, the first three.
Okay, the 60-minute bear attack, a 10-story drop on the concrete, or being run over by a truck.
I have no idea, so I'm just going to agree with Sam.
Because
Actually,
PETA would be all over them if they tried to get a bear to tear up
Yeah.
shit for an hour.
Actually, no, it has to survive a 60-minute bear attack. How the hell you train a bear to do that? I have no idea. So, since she's wrong, X gets the square.
Yes, it can't be any harder than riding a
Yeah, I know.
Fill the
I
container
mean, I'm imagining a
with
bear wearing a
cheeseburgers.
lab coat and, like, glasses, working in a laboratory somewhere, bashing scientifically on a container. Like, what do they do?
Fill the container up with cheeseburgers and pizza. No, that would be.
Oh, okay, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
Word.
Yeah.
I'd go after it.
Okay,
I'd
Ryan, I
go
imagine
after
you
it if it
want
had
Tindy for
cheeseburgers.
the win. Tindali for the win. Hi, Tindali. Hello, hello, hello. Where's Tindali? Are you with us?
The Tindali is there.
Okay, there we go. Now, this is an interesting question. This has to do with the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Have you ever been there?
No.
The Chesapeake Bay Bridge is over 200 feet tall. And a lot of people who have acrophobia, they're afraid of both the water and heights. A lot of people are scared to drive over this bridge because, let's face it, 200 feet is like 20 stories up in your car. Now, to help people with heights who have trouble driving over the bridge, the Kent Island Express offers a service for people who have trouble driving over it. What do? Okay, do they hire a clown to make fun of you and humiliate you into driving over the bridge? Do they hire a drill sergeant who berates you into driving over the bridge? Or they have a bus with blackened out windows so you can go over the bridge without having to look down? Or they have drivers waiting on each side of the bridge to drive people across in their own car?
And the drivers.
They have the drivers, Eve saying. Okay.
Yes.
Goes back to Raven. E is Tindy right or is Tindy wrong? Tindy is right. They have drivers waiting on both sides, and that is absolutely correct. And that's the round, everyone. It goes to Raven. Yay! And by the way, nobody picked the secret square. This is a hint. Hint, hint.
Hint.
I'm not changing it. I'm
Nudge,
leaving
nudge,
it
wink,
until
wink,
someone
wink,
picks it. Not changing the secret square until someone picks it. And since Raven started the last round, it goes to Blythe. Blythe, who did you want first?
Please, Randy.
Randy. Randy always, the power square. Okay, Randy, goes to you. Got another question about bears. Don't worry, there are no fat jokes involved. Okay. Now, There are some species of black bears in North America that sometimes are naturally born white. They are not albino or polar bears. What are they? They are spirit bears, northern Quebec
Not pulled
blonde.
over by the cops.
They're spirit bears, northern Quebec blonde bear, or the Arctic bear. So, Randy says spirit bears. Is Randy right or is Randy wrong?
He's right.
He's right. Spirit bears are genetically naturally born white bears. Circle gets a square.
White,
Circle
black
gets a
bears,
square.
lives matter.
Fair.
Okay, Ryven, it goes to you. Who did you
They're
want
actually
next?
more cream. They're not white like a polar bear. They're kind of a beige.
That is
They're
true, yeah,
gorgeous.
more cream, but
They're
we just
absolutely
call them,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Cream-covered bears' lives matter.
Cream-covered bears.
They're very pretty.
Ryven.
Whipped cream.
Sounds like what I saw on Washington.
Thinkerer,
DC.
top right, goes to Think.
That's me. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
Thinker!
the secret square.
No, you're not.
Oh.
I know, but you know what? It's a good thing they're looking around. They're looking for that secret square,
Yes,
aren't they?
right.
Yes,
I
okay.
think
Now,
cream-covered bears is actually a sim on SL.
oh, probably. I don't want to go into that. All right, Thinker. Now, the next Super Bowl, the Super Bowl playing in 2017, will be the first time Canadians will be allowed to see what? It'll be one of these three things. It'll be the first time Canadians see the halftime show, as it's been banned in Canada since 2004 because of Janet Jackson's nipple. Or it'll be the first time Canadians will see the same commercials as the Americans. Or it'll be the first time Canadians see what real football looks like as the CFL sucks donkey balls.
Oh my.
Black nipples matter! Black nipples matter!
It will be the nipple
That's a
story.
nip.
The nipples, the first time it's been, the halftime show in Canada has been banned because of Janet Jackson's nipple.
Yes, there's still
Okay.
scared of them.
All right. So,
Yeah, but what about
is...
the
Nipples in
17 years
Canada.
before that?
So, is Thinker right or is Thinker wrong? Rather than Thinker is wrong. You would be right, Thinker is wrong. It'll be the first time we see the same commercials as the Americans, which a lot of Canadians have been complaining. We want to see commercials. So, X gets a square. Goes back to you, Blythe.
just as
Blythe,
much
who
as
did you want?
Rigor, please.
Rigor.
Hey, Catboy, you
Rigor.
should tell your Canadian comedians to use YouTube because the commercials are released like a month ahead of time.
Yeah, but they
Oh, I know. Yeah,
At the
we
same
can. Yes, we
time.
can. Yeah, we can. We can watch them online. But a lot of Canadians are saying, "Hey, we want to see the funny commercials that everyone makes such a big deal out of." Recor.
Use YouTube, eh?
Which one's Recor?
Rigor.
There's YouTube, there's
Can you
live
point out which
stream,
square it
there's
is?
To the right
Emo.
to Randy, to the right of the center square.
Right in the center square. Hard Rod.
Cody. You can watch it on
Hard
Cody.
Rod's the center square, everybody. Yay!
No!
Yay! Square word. 250. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay, simple true or false. Okay. American. To be considered American is actually considered to be an ethnicity in itself. Is that true or false?
False.
You say false. Okay.
False.
Is right Hardwood right or hardcore wrong?
He's correct.
Actually, according to an American census taken in 2000, calling an American is considered an ethnicity. Sorry, that's wrong. Let's get that clear.
I just looked at Artie and my mother last week, and they. Okay, but go ahead. It's all right.
Okay, my source for this is the American Census Bureau. If anyone wants to question the validity of the question.
Well,
Okay.
you know, I've actually thought about that in the past, and always thought that was kind of a fuck you to Canadians and Mexicans. Because, you guys have the continent. America is the fucking continent.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
the United States.
Well, yeah, but you don't.
America.
You're actually. Yeah,
Of
but
the
you.
continent, we're the United States. You're the Canadian of America, and the Mexicans are the Mexicans of America. But we're the only motherfuckers who get to be called American.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a little unfair.
You know what?
If
You're
you're
welcome
born
to
here,
it.
you're an American. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, but
If
we're not
you're
jealous.
American, they want to hold on to their family's heritage that they weren't born in.
Yeah, we better
That's
get
the
back
problem.
to the game
People
before
want to
this.
say, well, I'm Italian, or I'm Irish, or I'm Mexican, or whatever. That's a big problem.
We better get back to the game before this gets political and we have a fight on our hands, okay?
I like that. We.
All right.
That was a good one, Catboy.
Goes back to Ryven. Ryven, who did you want? You want Cindy for the win.
Daddy.
Ryven, Dolly for the win. Okay, by the way, Thad, the next time you feel the urgent need to interrupt the show, try to keep it under 20 minutes.
Gotcha. I'll start a timer.
Right. Okay, Tindalia. Well, this is
I'm
about...
trying to sleep over here.
Oh, okay.
That's me.
Okay, now this question is about the largest employers in the world. Okay? Now, according to a worldwide census, Walmart and McDonald's are the third and fourth largest employers in the world. Who are 1 and 2? Is it one of these three choices, UPS and Federal Express, or Kentucky Fried Chicken and Burger King, or the American and Chinese Army?
It's UPS.
You say it's KFC and Burger King?
No!
Sorry? I didn't hear.
UPS and...
You say it's UPS and Federal Express. Okay, UPS and Federal Express. Is Tindy right or is Tindy wrong? Tendalia's wrong. You would be right, Ryven. Tendalia is wrong. It's actually the American and Chinese Army. That means X gets the square and the round goes to Ryven again.
Oh my!
Second round goes to Ryven. Okay, so let me reset the board, and I have to pick a brand new secret square. Brand new secret square, so that everyone will move around the board as much as possible. Let me write this down. Okay, secret square's been picked, and it goes back to you, Ryven. Ryven, you get to pick the first square. Randy, center square, the power square. Always a good place to start. Oh, look, Hard Rod's getting stoned. Man, last time I saw Blunt like that, I was watching a Cheech and Chong comedy album.
You saw it while you were watching an album? What? How could you? You got better eyes than me.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I'll get it out in a minute.
Oh no, we lost the square.
Oh, we lost the square, so somebody going in?
Anarchy is going to take Aniki is going to take my seat.
Okay.
Aniki?
Aniki's going to take the upper middle square? Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll just go ahead and ask Randy. While she finds her seat, we're going to ask Randy the question. Okay, Randy, I'm going to ask you, this is a question about France. You ever go there very often? Know anything about France? Because, not everything can be about America. France. Okay. Of course. Now,
Really good bread.
yeah. Actually, we have a question about French bread coming up, so keep that in mind. All right. Now, what American company is the most profitable in France? Is it McDonald's, France's Disney World? They do have one, by the way. That's not a trick question. Or Starbucks? Well, the Disneyland. I think they call it Disney World in...
No, it's Disneyland Paris.
It is Disneyland. Okay, so you said...
Disneyland Paris.
Randy says Starbucks. Randy says Starbucks is the most profitable in France. And they do like their coffee. I do like their coffee, so that would make sense. So, is Randy right or is Randy wrong? I'll repeat the options. The options are McDonald's, France's Disneyland, or Starbucks. And Randy picks Starbucks.
That's what I said.
You'll be right. Randy is wrong. Of all things, it's McDonald's. I never would have thought that would take off in France.
It's much different than here.
Oh, that would make sense. That would explain it.
Yeah, it's not junk food like it is
with
here.
cheese.
Okay.
La Royale with cheese.
La Royale with cheese.
I like to see what came up with the French fries, but we have the French fries.
Actually, very higher cuisine than it is here. It's not the best, but it's much better than here.
Okay. All right. So, Blythe, it moves on to you. Who did you want next?
Kirsten, please.
Kirsten. Goes back to Kirsten. Kirsten's the secret square, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
I told you get your chance. Huh?
Way to suck up to the boss.
Okay, now this is a question about French bread. I told you this was coming up. French bread. Okay, now, up until the year 2015, France had a law that banned bread makers from taking their vacations at the same time to avoid bread shortages. Why did they have this law at first? Okay, now it's one of three reasons. One, France has all kinds of crazy labor laws about every bullshit thing imaginable. Or, bread shortage is what actually led to the original French Revolution. They don't want to have another one. Or, the demand for bread in France is so high that it forces extreme government regulation.
It's highly regulated because that they're talking about the croissants. It's kind of flaky, and you have to meet certain regulations.
Lunch.
People get pissed off if their bread's not flaky, and so yeah, it's the last one. It's a
The last one, demand for bread is so high that government regulation is called for. Is Kirsten right or is Kirsten wrong?
She's right.
Actually, no. It's because a bread shortage led to the original French Revolution, and that's why they built the law in the first place.
Yeah, let them eat cake. Viva la revolution!
Yes,
Yeah,
it
I know.
was. She went to jail for stealing bread.
The famous French Revolution was the second one. It had 5.
Oh, is that the one where the bread started the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, but it was a French Revolution that
Yeah.
that led to the original law.
When she
So
said,
it looks like
when she said, "Let them eat cake."
actually, we just had a question here recently that no one ever managed to prove that she actually said that.
Probably not.
There's no official record of
But
that.
that's a reference. That's why she
That's
said,
a reference. Yeah.
If there's no bread, then let them eat cake.
Yeah. Okay, so
If
I
that-
imagine.
if that new song "Cake by the Ocean" means sex, does eating cake mean like licking? Never mind.
You're on the clock already there, Ben. I wouldn't press it. Okay. All right, Ryvan, I imagine you want Thinker for a quick win.
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
Okay, goes to Thinker.
Okay.
Are you ready for a sticky
We still
thinker?
have somebody in the upper middle square. Wasn't someone supposed to take that?
Annie's now on her way back.
Okay, we'll tell her to get in there. Okay, all right, Thinker goes to you. Now, this is something I expect that you're probably going to get. This is a question about Scott Fitzgerald, the man who wrote the book, The Great Gatsby. All right? Now, he's famous for that, of course, and he's also famous for the fact that he was the person who coined the term the Jazz Age. The Jazz Age. Now, it was coined by Scott Fitzgerald in the year 1922. This is the same year what happened. One of three things. The stock market crashed, or it's the year Prohibition was declared in the United States, or this is the same year that the story, The Great Gatsby, takes place in.
It's the third one.
The third one, it's the same year the story takes place. So, is Thinker right or is Thinker wrong? Thinker is right. You're absolutely right, and the round goes to Ryven.
Oh my Thinker's right. He was there.
Yeah, there's 3 in a row, but nobody gets the secret. Oh wait, no, Kirsten was the secret square. Right. Kirsten was the secret square, so I have to pick a new one. So I'm going to reset the board. And I'm going to ask. You have to go, Blythe? Okay.
Yeah, I've got an obligation, but thank you for letting me play. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We need one more square, one more.
Okay, we need a new square. Now, who was it Amaretta?
Contestant.
We need a new contestant, and we need, we lost Valentino. We lost Nico.
Nico, why'd you leave? You gotta go to
Nico.
Join us. Aniki, come join us.
Well, we could get somebody to cover the empty squares. We can have people nearby volunteer to cover it, but we definitely...
Well, we only need 1 square now.
Okay, but we need we can't play without a second contestant.
There. Okay, all the squares are full.
Yes. Okay, so we have Mikola.
Here comes one.
Oh, we got Hershey. Hey, Hershey. Hello,
Yay, Hershey.
Yay, Hershey's joining us. Yay.
Yeah, Hershey.
All right, Hershey.
Where's the chocolate?
Yay. And Amaretta's here. All right, we're ready to roll. So, since Ryven, you started the last round, right? Just double checking to make sure.
Did you get a secret square?
Well, we'll just assume you did. Hirsch, we're going to let you start the round since you're joining us. And thank you for playing, by the way. So, you get to ask, who do you want to go first for the Hollywood Squares? Upper right. Well, that's Thinker. We're going to go to
Think.
Think.
That's me again.
Yeah,
You're so popular, Thinker.
I know.
Thank you.
I don't know. Well, of course, we all know why.
Everybody loves Thinker.
Yeah, everybody loves Think. Bye. Okay.
Besides, I'm so old. I might be dead before the show is over.
Yeah, I get Think why he's still there.
Yeah, if you want to get an answer to Think, you better do it fast.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Too soon. Okay, now Think. You have heard of the song "Taking Care of Business," right?
Yep.
Okay, now whenever a movie shows a montage about somebody working hard, they often play the song "Taking Care of Business" in the background. By the way, this is rather ironic because the song is actually about what? It's one of 3 things. It's a song that's actually about goofing off and doing as little work as possible. It's a song about making other people work hard for you, or it's a song about begrudgingly working as hard as you can with little or no expected rewards, so you're basically wasting your time.
It's number 3. No, it's number 2.
Number 2, it's a song about making other people work hard for you. Okay.
Yep.
Is Thinker right or is Thinker wrong? You agree. Hirsch agrees. Sorry, Hirsch, but no, that's not true. It's a song that's about goofing off and working as little as possible, which is why that's ironic. So that would mean X gets the square. It goes to Ryven again. Ryven. If anyone remembers the lyrics, one of the lyrics is, "I like to work at nothing all day." Give that some thought. Okay, so, goes to Randy. Randy's the center square. Okay, Randy. You with us? Okay, now, you know the band Queen, of course, right? Queen.
If you don't, you should be shocked.
Yepers, everybody knows Queen. Now, here's something that I actually learned this recently. The drummer for Queen, Roger Taylor, he once locked himself in a cupboard for 3 days as a form of protest to get the band to put one of the songs that he co-wrote on the B-side of their single "I'm in Love with My Car." That song later became an enormous hit. What was that song? It's one of these 3. Is it "We Are the Champions," "Bohemian Rhapsody," or "We Will Rock You"? 3 days in a cupboard. What a mental case.
I know this one. So
we will rock you. Okay.
Place.
Ivan, is Randy right or is Randy wrong?
Randy,
sorry.
sure.
Randy's no. Oh, I'm sorry, but Randy's wrong. It was Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. Could you believe he locked himself in a cupboard for 3 days? I bet there was food in there.
I hope there was food in there.
That's insane.
He locked himself in a kitchen cupboard. That means
yeah, but in the cupboard,
circle gets a square.
in England, like a bathroom or something.
Hmm?
And it's not like a cupboard in America.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah. You know what? He probably did lock himself in something like that because I saw that TV show. What's that? You know, the Irish one with all the the fucking boys and fucking this and fucking that. She's got a cupboard and there's a toilet in there. What was that TV show called? Mrs. Brown's Boys. It was pretty screwed up. Right. Hirsch, who did you want next? Thanatos goes with Than. All right, Than.
Hi.
Than. Okay, Than goes to you. Now, this is a good question. This one might surprise some people. This one's going to surprise some people. Who was the first evening show host to make a stand-up joke about Donald Trump's hair? Who was it? Was it David Letterman, Jay Leno, or Johnny Carson?
Akbar Huba.
Johnny Carson.
You say Johnny Carson?
Because Trump's been a douchebag haircut for like 40 years.
Oh, he's been a public he's been in the public eye for at least 35 years because he was in an episode of Different Strokes in 1981. Okay, that's how long he's been in the public eye.
That would put him as fodder for Johnny Carson.
Okay, you say Johnny Carson. Is Stan right or is Stan wrong? Oh, he was absolutely right. It was Johnny Carson.
No way.
Yeah, it was Johnny Carson. And by the way, it's on YouTube. It's actually on YouTube.
Never doubt the drunk guy.
Yeah. Type in YouTube Johnny Carson, Donald Trump, 1989. And he's got a joke on Donald Trump's hair. And there we go. So, since I gave X a square, I imagine, Ryven, you want Amaretta for the win.
Jakanaloa. Hello. Hi, Soki.
Hello. Amaret.
Aniki, sorry.
You with us, Amaret?
I said Aniki.
Amaretta?
I just learned that. I've seen her name
Aniki?
like years now.
Okay.
Nice accent.
There we are. Okay. Now, this is a question that's about Carol Spiney. Carol Spiney is one of the performers on Sesame Street. He plays Oscar the Grouch and Big Bird. Okay? Now, this is a story that was read. It was on Netflix recently about a documentary about his life. Now, there's something rather interesting about him. Okay? Now, Carol Spiney says that he fell in love on first sight on 3 separate occasions. The first 2 women he fell in love with turned him down for a first date. The third woman agreed to go on a date with him. When he did, what did he find out about these 3 women? They were all sisters, they were identical triplets, or they were all actually the same person. See, they were all actually the same person. Is Amaretta right or is Amaretta wrong? He's right. Yep, they were all the same person. X gets the square, and the round goes to, again, 4th time in a row, goes to Ryven. 4th round, and no one got the secret square, and I'm going to leave it. Action. Yeah. So let me reset the board. And is there anybody else that wants to have a chance to play? Because
Either
Ryven has won
contestant-
4 times in a row.
Contestant or
We
empty
should give
squares.
somebody else a chance. Anybody want to play? We should
We
ask.
got an empty
Anyone.
square.
Anybody at all? Who does anyone want to be a contestant?
I'm too strong.
Day, don't you want to be one? Day. He
He
does.
wants to play? Okay,
Yeah.
get up here.
He
Ryven,
rushed
here, I'm
home
gonna
from
pay
school
your
just to
winnings.
play.
Ryven got four rounds in a row. That's a lot. Thank you for playing Ryven. We really appreciate it. Thank you for coming. And Day will take a seat. And as soon as he sits down, we will.
can't start.
be
We
able to
got
start
no
scoring.
Box. Empty
got
Yeah,
box.
and by the way, nobody picked the secret square, so I left it. That's a clue.
We have an
That's
empty
a clue.
square. We
And
need someone to-
the bottom right. Oh, you know what, Ryven? If you still want to
Why don't
play,
you
why
take
don't you
that,
take
Ryven?
the empty square?
Square. Take the square, Ryven.
Ryven, take the empty square.
Then you can lie like the rest of us.
Yay! All you have to do is just right-click and sit down, and boom! Oh, she's gonna play with us. Thank you so much, Ryven. Yay!
Yay.
All right. All right. Excellent. Good work. Let's do this. Okay, Day. Day, now it's your turn. Who do you want first for the Hollywood Squares?
I'm going to go with Ryven. Anybody that wins.
Go with Ryven. Okay, Ryven goes with Ryven. Okay, Ryven. You get to try this game from both ends. Are you having fun? Yes. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to go to Russia. This is the history on Russia going all the way back to the 10th century. 10th century Russia. Okay. Now, in the 10th century Russia, Vladimir the Great, one of the first great rulers of Russia, he was trying to choose a religion. And he actually met with several representatives of different religions. Why did Russia embrace Christianity over Islam? It was one of three reasons. One, he really likes his ham. Two, the Khazars were actually founded by the Catholic Church. Or three, Vladimir loves his alcohol.
He loves me. Oh, he loves me.
Yeah, he loves his alcohol. You say, Ryven says it's because the Khazars were founded by the Catholic Church. Okay, Day, is Ryven right or is Ryven wrong?
I don't know, but I'll agree with Ryven.
Oh, actually, it's because he likes his alcohol. He likes his alcohol. When he met with the Bulgarian Muslims, he said, I don't like your rejection of alcohol. I think it's too strict. So he got baptized as a Christian right after that. So that would
And
mean
don't go with the booze.
Circle gets a square. Yeah, Russians like their booze. They're not going to take on a religion where you don't get to drink vodka. That's not going to. That's not going to fly. Not in Russia.
When in doubt, go with the guy whose blood equals wine.
Yeah, that's. That's good. Let's get hammered. Okay, Hirsch. Hirsch, who did you want next for the Hollywood Squares?
Dude, your savior
staking it
has
over.
totally
So many choices.
Yeah, she's staking it over. You want Than? Goes to Thanatos. All right, Than. Goes to you. All right. What do we got? Now, this is a very strange question. Okay. It's going to require some visualizing. All right. For those of you with the dirty minds, you need to think about something else for a few seconds. Now, human fingers can feel objects as small as 13 nanometers. Now, this means that if your finger
God
with
for masturbation.
yeah, thank God for masturbation.
Well, then you have a
All right.
problem, Fan.
Now, this means that if your finger were the size of the entire Earth, you could feel the difference between what and what. Now, it's one of these three things. You could feel the difference between a car and a house, or a house and a skyscraper, or a skyscraper and a mountain.
It was a house and a car.
Car and a house, yeah. A house and a skyscraper, or a skyscraper and a mountain.
You know, I can do all three of those things without having fingers the size of a goddamn Earth. skyscraper and a mountain.
You say 13 nanometers means you can only feel the difference between a skyscraper and a mountain if your finger were the size of the entire Earth. Is Than right or is Than wrong? You would be right, he is wrong. Surprisingly, it's a car and a house. Woo! A car and a house. You can actually feel the difference between something like that to that scale. So...
Now, are we talking a house or a metal-sided, like, trailer home?
I didn't go into that. I'm not gonna...
I mean, I can see, like, not being able to tell the difference between, like, a corrugated steel, like, siding and,
if it was 13 nanometers, would it
like
really
a brick house and a car, you don't have to have... A person with no hands can tell the difference between
let's go on.
Okay. Now, Dave, you want Mika for the block, I would imagine.
Yep. That's what I was going to say.
Mika's a secret square, everybody. Yay! Woo! Secret square. Yay! Secret square. Are you with us, Miklaya?
I'm here.
You're here. Excellent. Yay. First question for tonight for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, here we go. The question is... now, they looked up the most dangerous professions across the entire world. Surprisingly, police officers, soldiers, and emergency responders are not even in the top 10. I'm going to read to you what was in the top 3. You have to guess which one is the most dangerous profession in the entire world. And it's one of these 3. Is it loggers? Those are people, chop down trees. Fishermen? Or aircraft pilots?
I'm going to go with loggers.
You say loggers because that is definitely a dangerous profession. So,
if a tree falls on.
All right. Day, is she right or is she wrong?
I agree.
Oh, sorry, she's wrong. It was fishermen. I know, fishermen. No, I cannot give circle the square because Hirsch has to earn it. So Hirsch, I imagine you want Mikala for the win. Okay, goes back to you, Miklaya. Am I saying that correctly?
You can say Michaela or Kayla.
Michaela.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mikla. Okay, so now this is a very weird question, very unusual. It has to do with the American military. It's a bit esoteric, so try to bear with me. Now,
okay.
Now the American.
Shut up, Rieger.
Is there something going on here we should know? Okay. The American Navy has a ship, a giant ship, that's the size of an aircraft carrier, and it actually does carry aircraft, but it's not an aircraft carrier. What the heck is it? That's one of 3 things. Is it an aircraft transport ship, or a submarine delivery ship, or it's an amphibious assault carrier?
It's an amphibious assault carrier.
Okay, you say amphibious assault carrier. Is she right or is she wrong? Oh, okay. Read the question once more, please. The American Navy has a ship that's actually the size of an aircraft carrier. It does carry aircraft, but it's not an aircraft carrier. The answers were an aircraft transport ship, a submarine delivery supply ship, or an amphibious assault carrier. The one that Miklaya chose was amphibious assault carrier. Is she right or is she wrong? Oh, I'm sorry, she was absolutely right. Sorry about that. The round stays alive and X gets the square. Round stays alive. Okay. So it goes back to Day. Day.
Catboy, I want Power Square. Give me Randy.
Randy. Randy. Yeah. Because if you pick Randy and you get this one, that would give you 2 options to get 3 across. It'd be very difficult to block. Okay, Randy, goes to you. Now, Randy, this question's about breastfeeding. Breastfeeding. It's about boobs. My favorite subject. Talk about it all night. We're gonna have a whole night dedicated to boobs one of these days. I'll have to do that sometime. Okay, so what country has the lowest breastfeeding rate in the entire world? Is it the United Kingdom, Russia, or Canada? You say Canada. Canada's all uptight. We keep them titties all locked away. Not feeding our poor babies.
Canada? No, I've been to Canada. Nope.
Free the nipple. Your child is starving.
Okay, Day, is Randy right or is Randy wrong?
I'll disagree.
You'll be right to disagree. It is United Kingdom. They're the ones that are all uptight about damn boobies. So, X gets the
It's
square.
not the boobies, it's the British teeth. Those things will fucking hurt.
Oh my gosh. Okay, goes to Hirsch. Hirsch, I imagine you want.
Wasn't excluded, Nikki.
Boobies go in Canada all day long.
Okay, you want Rhaegar for the block. Rhaegar and his giant doobie. Massive doobie. A great big log-sized doobie. By the way, did you ever see the Cheech and Chong album where they released in their album, they had a giant rolling paper that was the size of the entire record album. So it was a rolling paper that was 8 inches square. And I actually did smoke one of them for real. Mind you, I shared it with like 15 people, or else it would have killed me. That was a lot of fun. I remember those days.
It would not have killed you. Pot doesn't work that way.
Well, I probably would have died of bronchitis or something because, that's a lot of smoke to take in. Okay. Now, somebody mentioned something about a Ouija board. We actually have a question. The next question is about the Ouija board.
Okay.
All right, the Ouija board. Where does a Ouija board come from? Where does it come from? One of three things. Okay. Is it an ancient gypsy practice that's used to summon the dead? Or it's a board game that's from Hasbro? Or it's an ancient Roman practice based on the myth that Hades used a Ouija board to communicate with his brother Zeus, which means a Ouija board literally comes from hell.
Well, when I was on the road in Romania, met up with the gypsies, I remember them taking out the old Ouija board.
Old Ouija board. Okay. So you say it's a gypsy practice to summon the dead. What was the first one? Okay. Is he right or is he wrong? You agree? That was complete bullshit. It comes from Hasbro. It's a board game. There's nothing gypsies. I made that up. Gypsies have nothing to do with it. It's Hard Rock. That's a really good fake out, by the way. That was excellent.
Fake out.
But I cannot give X the square because that would be a win. I have to go back to Day. Day, you want Hard Rod for the win.
Sure.
Okay, goes to Hard Rod. Okay, goes to you. Great fake out, by the way, Hard Rod. We appreciate that kind of effort. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now, are you familiar with Australia?
Oh, yeah. I had a girlfriend over there once.
Okay, do you know about the giant rock they have in Australia that's called Ayers Rock?
It's a pet rock.
Right, okay, it's that's a thing that you see photographs all the time. It's on lots of postcards and whatnot. I was going to upload a photo, but I'm assuming most people have seen it. Ayers Rock. Now, Ayers Rock actually has a proper name. Ayers Rock is sort of the nickname or the unofficial name. It has a proper name, like what you would find on a map. What is the name of Ayers Rock? And it's one of these three things. Is it the Australian Giant Rock Formation, or the Anangu, or Uluru?
Wow. I remember that day we were sitting on the rock, and somebody said, "Look, you're on the Uluru."
The Uluru. You're on the Uluru. Okay. He says the Uluru. Is he right or is he wrong? Day.
I'll agree.
You're absolutely right, and that was not a bad fake. He was dead right. It's called the Uluru. The Anangu is the name of the national park that it's sitting in. The Uluru. That means X gets a square, and the round goes to Day. Day.
I'll pass my joint over to him now. You can have some.
Just a sec, I need to write down a few things here. And I have to choose a new secret square.
Yes, you do.
Day. Okay. 100. And the new secret square is going to be, and I'm not saying. That's a secret.
That's very
now,
nice of you.
Hirsch. Okay, Day. Since you just started, you started the last round, right?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Okay, it goes back to you, Hershey. Hershey, you get to pick the first one.
You gonna clear the board first?
Wait to come through.
Yep. Clear the board. Clear the board.
Clear the board.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean you? Oh, we lost the bottom middle square. Does anyone want to play, or did
I'll take over for it. I'll do both.
you can do both?
Sure.
I'll be one. If nobody else wants.
Let's give somebody else a chance to play. Hold on. Why not? Why not wants to do it? Yay! Why not? Yay!
I guess I'll let
Yay!
Like
Okay, why not? Yay! Hooray for why not? Okay, so Hershey, you want why not?
Grish is back. Grish, you can sit with me.
Oh, Hershey, you can have it back. Yeah.
Oh, did she just crash? Oh, she may have just crashed then.
She crashed.
Okay.
She must have crashed. That's all right.
Okay, let's give her a couple of minutes. Now, since Hershey, you picked that square, we'll give Kit a minute or so for everything to res, because, of course, it takes time for everything to happen. Why not? Do you have a couple of one-liners we could sort of kill time with?
Oh, I like to kill time. Ha! Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. All right.
I like to kill time, buddy. I never even finished all the stuff I really had for tonight. I just got to remember where the hell I ended up. All right.
Okay.
You know the difference between a epileptic oyster farmer and a whore with diarrhea? The epileptic oyster farmer shucks in between fits.
Oh my god. You know what? I didn't reset the board. Boom.
No, you didn't. I kept saying clear the board.
Right.
Clear
Thank you,
the
Cindy.
board.
I just heard you now. Sorry, drinking. The longer the night goes, the worse it gets for me, by the way.
Yeah.
The worse it
Well,
gets.
Are we ready yet? You tell me when we're ready. I'll keep going.
Okay. Come on, Gish.
What do you call
A man in his 20s and a few of his friends were at a bar, and this pretty woman in her mid-50s sent over a drink and introduced herself. Well, he was never hit on by a cougar before, so he was really happy to let her buy him a few more drinks. Well, throughout the evening, she made it really clear she wanted him to go home with her. Well, at first he was reluctant, but his friends were like egging him on, and in his final attempt, the woman offered him some mother-daughter action if he'd join her. And he was excited. So he accompanied her home, and they started kissing passionately on the couch, looking around for the daughter all the whole time he is. And he's like, "Aren't you forgetting someone?" And the woman goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Walked to the bottom of the stairs and yelled up, "Hey, Mom, I got one."
Oh my gosh. Now, Kit crashed again.
Classic suffering from insomnia.
What?
Someone who lies awake at night wondering about the existence of dog.
Oh.
Dog.
Okay.
A lady opened her refrigerator and saw a rabbit
wait,
sitting on one of the
wait,
shelves.
Wait.
What?
What?
I want to know
Was it?
about the rabbit. Let her finish.
It's my cousin.
She crashed again. So why not? I think we just need you to take the square.
Oh my
At least
God.
she comes back, we can surrender it back to her.
The hell I will.
I'm gonna take it home.
What's the chance?
Getting up and down, up and down, up and down, boys and girls.
Oh, she's back again. Okay, yeah, but she's probably going to take a while in order to res again, so we'll just go ahead with the question.
She's failing to res.
Okay. All right, Hershey, you wanted this square, the square that Why Not's in, so why not? The question is, we were just talking about the Great Australian Rock, the Ayers Rock, otherwise known as Uluru. This is a simple true or false question. From the base of the rock, that rock is actually taller than the Eiffel Tower.
True.
You say it's true. You say it's taller than the Eiffel Tower. Hershey, is she right or is she wrong?
No, I'm playing this Hollywood Squares game on the unit.
Sorry?
We know you're here
Who are you talking to?
No, Hershey. Hershey, the question was, is Ayers Rock actually taller from the Eiffel Tower? Why not says true. Is she right or is she wrong?
Is she right or is she
wrong?
He's right if you ever want to get laid again.
Did I get booted from the game? Sorry, guys.
She's right.
I had to crash.
She's right, and absolutely, Jeff, she is right. Circle gets the square. Ayers Rock from the base
you want your seat
is taller
back?
than the Eiffel Tower.
Are you back?
I'm back.
You're behind the curtain.
Are you
Okay, Day, it goes to you.
Are you anywhere?
Day, it goes to you. Who did you want next?
I'm gonna go with Thinkerer.
Oh, that's me. I'm here.
Okay, think.
That boy
By the way,
always wondered.
I'm gonna make this round the last round of the night, everyone. Just to let you know. Okay, think goes to you. Yep. Now, in the early days, you may remember Superman was made way back in the 1930s, right?
Yep.
You remember,
I
right?
remember.
Jerry Spiegel and Joe Shuster created Superman. When they did, Superman was not capable of flying. All he did was he jumped around. But later, they decided to change it to flight. What inspired the change? It was one of three things. The animated cartoons, Charles Fleischer thought Superman looked stupid jumping everywhere, so he said change it to flying. Or kids were trying to jump like Superman, and they wound up breaking their legs. Or the comic book artists thought it was less work to draw Superman flying, and they're lazy bastards.
It was number 2.
You say number 2. Kids were trying to jump everywhere, and they were breaking their legs. They said, let's just make them fly. Then,
I bet he did it. I bet he did it. That's why he knows
I
it.
didn't break my leg, but however.
Okay, Day, is Thinker right or is Thinker wrong?
I'm gonna disagree.
You would be right to disagree. Charles Fleischer said that he thought Superman looked dumb jumping everywhere, and he said, let's make it look flying. It looks cool. X gets the square. Flying looks cool. All right, so goes to Hershey. Hershey, what did you want next? Randy, goes to Randy. Okay, Randy. Randy, do you have or happen to have a Basset hound? Have a Basset hound? No, you don't have a Basset hound, but you know about them, right? You've seen them around. Yeah, okay. Now, the word Basset in Basset hound is French for what? One of three things. Is it long ears, low to the ground, or thick, stubby legs?
Oh, right.
I know it.
Randy, it's not your turn. It's not your turn. No coaching. No coaching.
Pick me.
No
pick
coaching.
Me. No, I'm kidding.
He says low to the ground. Is he right or is he wrong? You say he's right. You're absolutely right. Randy is right. He's low to the ground. Circle gets the square. Goes to Day. Day, I imagine you want Amaret for the block.
Yep. Yeah, Amaret.
Okay, Amaret. Amaretta goes to you. Hello, Amaretta.
God, wait a minute. I'm a Basset drinker.
Low to the ground. Okay, now we're going back into the topic of baking. We did that earlier this night. We're going to go right back into it.
Who's got cookies?
All right, now, it's not a bread question. It is about the baker's dozen, which we actually know is 13. Okay? Baker dozens is 13. Why? Why is a baker's dozen actually 13? What inspired the whole thing? One of three things. One, it's an old pagan tradition, and many bakers practiced witchcraft way back in pagan times. Or, it was a promotional idea of the 20th century to make customers happy. Or, it guarantees that the dozen advertised meets the required minimum statutory weight, avoiding potential fine for the baker.
That'll be the third one, C.
The third one. You have to meet the minimum weight, and the best way to do that is to make 13 instead of 12.
I thought bakers just couldn't count.
Is Zamaretta right or is Zamaretta wrong?
I'm going to disagree.
I have trouble with numbers when I'm baked.
Oh, sorry, but she's absolutely right. As a matter of fact, it is because they have a statutory weight minimal for a dozen, and to make sure they always make it, they throw in 13 instead of 12. So, I cannot give circle a square. Hershey has to earn it.
You know what
Hershey?
a baker's half dozen is?
What?
7.
That makes
It's a
sense.
half dozen plus 1. What the fuck did you think it would be? God.
Of course, yeah. Right. So, Hershey, you want to go back to Amaretta for the win. Yes, okay, Amaretta goes to you.
Okay.
Annie. Okay, now, Amaretta. Did you ever watch TV way back in the 1950s, or you were not around back then?
What's this thing that speaks of TV?
Okay, now,
We had
when you...
Nickelodeon Catboy. Jesus.
Okay.
It's lore
now,
of television.
Yeah. Now, in the 1950s, if you owned a television in the 1950s, it was not possible for you to watch it right away after you turned it on. Why was this? It's one of three things. One, it had to warm up for several minutes first before you see a picture. 2, the TV signal always drifted and you had to fool around with the aerials for several minutes to find a signal. Or 3, in the 1950s, broadcast licenses required Americans to cite the Pledge of Allegiance before watching their own television.
I remember that.
Now you see, my dad used to
want to
build
admit that I
TVs,
remember
so
that
I
sort
know
of.
the answer to this.
You always get to
Like
stay up
it,
till
but
2
I
o'clock
think
in the
it
morning
was-
and recite it then.
I think it was the old valve system of
They all
transmission.
sound plausible.
And learn the transmission rate.
I think it was the old valve system of transmission that it had to warm up for a couple of minutes.
Okay, you say it had to warm up before you saw a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, Hershey, this is your chance for the first win for tonight. Is she right or is she wrong?
TV foreplay.
You agree, and she's absolutely right. It had to warm up for several minutes. That's the first round. Yay! The round goes to...
Do you remember when they used to say it's 11 o'clock? Do you know where your children are? And you know why they don't say it anymore?
Because the kids are all
Who
getting
the
drunk.
fuck knows where the kids are?
Nobody knows where the kids are.
Why not?
I like that you didn't have to be on the Flipper.com TV list like that to put out the truth to you. You had to wait a couple minutes for the damn thing to warm up in the 70s.
Go. Get out of here.
Okay, I owe you $200 too. Okay.
The reason
I
they
remember
had
when
to warm up because they were all tube
Why
powered.
not? I remember when
Yeah, but we still had the tubes in the TV in the 70s, so yeah, our TV had to warm up too.
Wait, but everybody, before we sign off for tonight, I just want to remind everyone, next week is Pirate Week. Come dressed up as a pirate. Yeah, pirate. Arr. Great buggering barnacle. It's going to be all about pirates.
Thanks for trying to leave.
We got 2.5 months before the movie's out.
And apparently, if you are one of the people who comes to the Demolition Derby, it is pirate themed this coming Saturday.
I knew that was going to happen, right?
What
Because
time
it's
on
Pirate
Saturday?
Day on
Friday?
Monday. Monday's
Right.
like a pirate day.
We can
Fuck
wear the
yeah,
same clothes all
pirates.
week. Yay!
Yes,
And
it's
all
gonna
of
be-
us out?
It's pirated the work. This is true.
Great buggering barnacles.
Oh, we're getting into October. October's the best month. Second
Did you just say great buggering barnacles?
Yes, I did, and I meant it too.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
One, I didn't know barnacles did the buggering. I've heard of cabin boys who like to be buggered.